Hi everybody, today we're going to do some listening practice and focus on note-taking strategies. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain the purpose of note-taking, practice note-taking, assess your current listening and note-taking skills, and plan strategies for improvement. Finally, you will do further study and practice. Okay, let's get started with a short lecture. There will be actually two lectures. Listen for the lecture language that signals the topic and write the topic of each lecture below.
Chapter 4, Practice Lecture. Introduction 1.
Yes, it's definitely time to start. The clock is ticking and there's a lot of material to cover. Let me remind you, we have a test next Thursday, okay? All right. Now, our topic today is a case study of Levi's. Did everyone get that? Levi's, the international brand of blue jeans, and of course, other casual clothes. But everyone knows Levi's for their jeans. All right, today I'm going to look at several ways that Levi's has expanded globally. In fact, you may not know that the Levi's brand is on the list of the top 100 global brands.
Introduction 2. Good evening. Yes, look at the clock. It's 6 o'clock. Thank you for being on time. How is everyone? Excellent. Let's go ahead and begin. We're going to discuss the qualities of successful international brands of food today. Now, I'm talking about this because in this day and age, we're seeing a huge increase in the number of food products available to buy, like sweets, snacks, and let's include beverages too, that move in and out of a lot of countries. So, what I want to do today is compare the business plan of Hershey's chocolate to the business plan of Lindt chocolate. Lindt is a chocolate company from Switzerland, and Hershey's is an American chocolate company. So, two chocolate manufacturers, two chocolate companies.
Okay, let's have a look at the answers. The first lecture was, the main topic was case study of Levi's, and the second one was the qualities of successful international brands of food. So while you were listening to the lectures, maybe you noticed the sign posting. So we'll go into details in the following pages. Now I want you to read the transcript from a lecture on Samsung Electronics, then look at one student's notes from the lecture. Well, you will answer the questions below. Question 1. What are the 3 important ideas in this part of the lecture? How did the student show this in her notes? And second question, what kind of information is intended in the first section, the second section, and the third section? Okay. The answer to the first question. Samsung had many different brands for the same products. They wanted to diversify and their profits began to increase. And the student showed these 3 important ideas by writing them all the way over to the left. Let's have a look at it again. Here, here, and here. Okay, second question. What kind of information is indented in the first section, second, and the third? Well, examples, explanations, and statistics were, given. Okay, in this part, we're going to talk about the details of note-taking strategies. Using the note-taking strategies, well, you can better recall the important information in your lectures or listening activities. Let's have a look at the review of note-taking strategies. Well, the first thing you should do is write the most important words. Please don't write everything you hear, just the most important words. Use an informal outline because that belongs to you only. Summarize what you have listened to. Use symbols to represent words and ideas. You can also use abbreviations to represent longer words or use a visual form. Describe the visuals used. Highlight important ideas. And annotate your notes during listening. Edit your notes after the listening. Okay, let's practice this with an activity. There's an excerpt from a lecture on the trend towards the use of English in international business. You don't have to read it actually in detail. Then look at students' notes from the lecture. Identify which 7 note-taking strategies the student has used and give at least one example for each strategy. You can pause it here and read it. And these are students' notes. You can come back to the previous page. Okay, let's remember what we were supposed to do. Identify which 7 note-taking strategies the student has used and give at least one example for each strategy. You read the text, and these are student notes, and these are the answers. The student, as you can see, used abbreviations like European Union, EU, and used an informal outline, as you can see. Used symbols and edited her notes. Used a visual form. Summarized the lecture by making a list. And wrote the most important words only. Okay, let's practice this together. You can just pause the screen and listen. Follow the lecture and take notes using the informal outline below. Let's get started.
Chapter 4, Lecture. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get the ball rolling here. It's Friday, and I'm sure everybody wants to start the weekend, right? I'm sure I'm right about that one. Okay, we've been discussing some of the factors related to successful international business. Today, I'd like to talk about a topic that I think you already know something about. Believe it or not, it's MTV. That's right, MTV, maybe your favorite TV channel. MTV. So, MTV, the giant music TV network. MTV is a great case study because it shows us, gives us a good idea of how one company can do business all around the world with incredible success. So what I want to do is discuss the reasons for the gigantic success of MTV. Are we good to go? Okay, so first of all, let's look at some of the statistics for MTV before we go on to analyze their business plan. Okay? Okay. First of all, MTV has been around for 25 years or so. It reaches more than 1 billion people around the world. You heard me right? More than 1 billion people watch MTV. Most of these viewers are young people between the ages of 10 and 34 who watch the music videos and other programs that are created for a young audience. So in other words, MTV is already the most popular television network in the world. In the world. Pretty amazing stuff. So now, I'm hoping that you're wondering what their business plan is for the near future. What more could MTV want? Huh? Well, their business plan is to expand their network, are you ready? Until MTV exists everywhere in the world. Until every person in the world has the ability to watch MTV. It's already in lots of countries.
but not in all. They want to be in all. So let's do some statistics. Let's talk about profits. Here we go. In 2005, MTV brought in $5.2 billion. That's $5.2 billion from all around the world. Let me break that down for you, okay? MTV is an American company, right? In the United States, MTV reaches about 88 million homes. But outside the United States, MTV is in more than 331 million homes. And that's in 164 countries. And you can watch it in 18 different languages. Okay, here's another way to say it. MTV is number 48 on the list of the top 100 brands in the world. Got the picture? They're big in the whole world. Very successful, right? So you might be wondering, what makes MTV so successful? I hope you're wondering. All right, so let's analyze the factors that have led to MTV's success. Okay, probably the main reason for MTV's success around the world is also maybe the most interesting one. You might expect to find MTV plays the same music videos and the same shows all over the world, but they don't. Nope, they play the music that is popular in each country, and not just each continent. So not African rock music or European rock music, but they play the rock music of Italy in Italy and the rock music of Kenya in Kenya. So what I'm saying is they play the local popular music. They show videos of local people playing local music. And along the same lines, they produce programs that focus on the people of the culture of the country that they're in. So what I'm saying is MTV in India looks like India. In Japan, Japanese MTV looks like Japan. MTV may be huge, international company, but it looks local. All right, so now we have to ask, how does MTV do this? How do they find the local talent? Well, the answer is they hire staff in each country. That means people who speak the country's language and know about the local musical performers. And they create local programs that show these performers. In fact, I learned that the rule at MTV is that 70% of the programs must show local performers. So local, 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 that's the story. So we can see that MTV really created a smart business plan. And what's the result? MTV's global market is growing 20% each year. 20% each year. I just read that they want to increase this to 40%. They have a plan, and for now it's working. They're at the top of their game. All right, next time, we'll look again at MTV's success and see how we could apply these ideas, all the stuff we said today about this one company, to other kinds of international businesses. Okay? Bye-bye.
Now use your notes to answer these questions. Check your answers. And don't forget to assess your notes. You can meet your friends, in online meetings, or use Edmodo to do the second one. Help each other fill in any missing information. And the last thing is extra practice link. This is amazing for you to practice note-taking strategies. All right, guys, that's all for today. Take care.